Hello and welcome to BeamNG Drive. I'm davidinark, and today we're going to be taking a look at the BeamNG Drive app. There is an app available for BeamNG Drive. It lets you use your phone or tablet to drive the vehicle. So, well, let's take a look, see what happens. All right, so the first thing I have to do is I have to go to Controls, and then Hardware, and then I have to tell it I'm going to use this app, and then I have to use my phone, which you can see at the bottom here. I've got my phone mirrored on my computer, so you see what I see. Oh, there we go. All right, so cool. Now we can use that to drive. All right, so when I tilt my phone, let me flip around. Woo, that's laggy. All right, when I flip my phone, that is turning the steering wheel. Woo. Seems to turn one way more than the other. All right. Now, the other thing here is, let's see. If I push the right, yes. So right is accelerate. So you can see, down, you can see how it's lighting up on the right-hand side every time I push. This is dangerous. The right side is accelerate, and the left side is braking and reverse. So let's just put this through its paces. Come on, go around here. Oops. It's kind of backwards. Like when I'm tilting to make it turn right, the screen actually turns left. So on my phone, so it's a little weird. All right, here we go. And this is very sensitive. However, that's not too bad. All right. We're cruising along. 68. Oh, into the tree. All right. So one of the other things about the app is that the app has no way to reset your vehicle. So you have to actually do the R to reset it back to your last spawn point, or you have to do the insert key with the keyboard. So there's not a way in the app yet, anyway, for you to be able to reset your point. Now, what's interesting is that, and I have to thank Bonnie the Bunny for getting me set up with the app. I didn't even know there was an app, and he was telling me about it and shared it with me on Twitter. And so he also shared with me a conversation in the developer forum, and the developer really doesn't seem interested in adding reset as a feature to the app, which to me is kind of a bummer. I mean, I'm sorry, but how hard would it be to put a button on here that allows a person to reset the vehicle without getting the keyboard involved? But I mean, that's just me. So I don't want to sound like I'm a whiner or anything, which, by the way, I have a head cold, so I probably already sound like I'm a whiner. But anyway, so this is the BeamNG app. You can get it in the App Store. I have to say, driving with the phone is not too bad. I mean, it's a little, it definitely takes some getting used to, but the more I've played with this, it's actually not too shabby at all, really. Okay, a couple of the other things that I wanted to talk about real quickly. There's a lot of cosmetic things with the interface here on the phone that really have nothing to do with the game. So just for the sake of argument, let's blow this up. You guys can take a look at this. The interface itself is just, I mean, you could have anything there. You could have, I don't know, a duck waddling, you could have a car, you could have an airplane, it doesn't matter. Nothing on this changes. It doesn't matter if you, as you're driving, for example, if I take off my brake, I'm driving right now. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not. All right, I'm driving right now, and of course you can't see what I'm trying to show you, so hang on. So as I drive, you see that nothing changes on the screen, right? You don't get any kind of feedback with how fast you're going or, any of that kind of stuff. The only thing you get is sort of the tilt. However, it's the tilt opposite of where you're actually turning. So that's one of the things. The other thing is, if I turn on my turn signal, right? Notice that my turn signal is blinking in the game. However, nothing is happening on the actual interface itself. And of course, you can see things like gas and oil have nothing to do with actual oil and gas. So it's a neat interface, but it really has nothing to do with the game. I mean, it really doesn't. So just something to be aware of if you decide to play around with this. Then that's just one of those things. There is a menu in the app. If I touch over on the left-hand side, there's a menu that allows you to change it from kilometers, from miles to kilometers. But again, it doesn't really matter because there's no feedback, so you don't know how fast you're really going. I guess that's just so you can, for your country, you can have it set the way you want. I don't know. You can also adjust the sensitivity. So if I ramp up the sensitivity, and let me see here if we shrink this bad boy back down. So let's check the sensitivity here and see. Now I ramped it up some. Whoop. So yeah, it is way more sensitive now. Way harder to drive, that's for sure. All right, so I can also go in and I can bump the sensitivity down. So now I've bumped the sensitivity down. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's a lot smoother. Okay, well, part of that's me. That's me driving. That's the problem. But it takes a lot more tilt on the phone for me to actually be able to steer the thing. So I could see where that could be a potential problem, especially around tight corners and stuff. So obviously you would want to play with the sensitivity until you found kind of your sweet spot. That's no different than a steering wheel or setting your joystick dead zones, that kind of stuff. So anyhow, there you go. That is the BeamNG iOS app. Again, if I'm not mistaken, it's also available for Android. So feel free to check that out either on Google Play or in the App Store, and have fun playing BeamNG with your phone. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button if you would. Feel free to leave any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.